violence is strange. They only wanna save the skin, so they do most anything. Now wasn't it wonderful?
What am I going to do with it? It's near the attention. So, this is a protest. This is a real protest. I am not a manufactured dissenter. Dear, tell us what's really going on. You know, the mouse may get the cheese, yet it's the cow that feeds on the pasture. All right, Pat. You claim that, if they don't let you into events, then you'll cause a scene. Isn't that what your job is?
My job's to come see, and your job's to come see, so go for it.
So what is it, how is it that you have access to events and other people do not?
I'll walk into them, just like you walked into this one.
You can ask somebody, tell somebody, and give them the bands and say, if you don't let us in, we're going to protest, or else. You're in. You're in. You're in. You're in. Go. We like it.
Talk after she does. You're here with Leah. No, if you got something you want to say to them, say to them. You got the floor.
You work for an NGO?
I work for an NGO.
Yes. Non-government organization. Are you connected with the federal government?
Well, now NGO is not necessarily connected to the
Yes, so your job is to protest against President Obama. And yet President Obama stands up and endorses you.
My job is to try to build a better nation.
Okay? Well, President Obama still did stand up and endorse you. And if your job is to protest against President Obama, I don't see how he's going to push you. You know, if people are threatened, we will be ignored. And they will do everything they can to belittle us. And when that doesn't work, they make us disappear. We go away, one way or another.
All right, brother, my name's
We need to counter aggression with aggression.
What's your name?
That doesn't mean violence. That means we need to get serious.
We're serious.
Please sit down and listen with us. Learn with us.
What kind of results do we see? We still have innocent lives being lost.
We do, that's right. We need to counter aggression with peace and love. And
I have love.
Martin Luther King said,
I have love for my people that I don't know overseas.
So do we.
I love her. I love her just as I love everyone else. And yet, I don't think this is the voice that carries the message. And then look at the brand. Is this an anti-war brand, or is this a feminist brand? If you go to buy a product and it's called dirt cheap, guess what? You might change your mind. We need to look at the brand.
if you think real feminism is anti-war. Yeah.
I understand the collectiveness. I understand the liberal agenda.
Well, come
And I'm telling you,
Come and sit and listen, man.
it's all coming down on us.
You know what?
We don't come from our heart.
In my experience, men have had enough talk, and it's time for some women to speak.
It's a man versus women thing. This is anti-war. We're anti-imperialist. We're anti-capitalist. Until you get away from this capital economy, this is what you're going to see. No results. I love you. I love everyone here. I'm not here out of anger. I'm here because I'm serious. Not following the laws.
Sit down and listen, man. Learn something.
Neo-paganism.
I've identified myself. Would you identify yourself? Michael Fox. And you are? Pardon me? Brother, give me
I don't trust you.
Be careful of the enemy within.
And why not? Why not? For one, you're looking at your phone.
Disguise themselves like brethren and sistren. They only wanna save your skin, so they'll do most anything.
Revolting, St. Petersburg.
Yeah. No one, yeah. Now we don't want no war.
Not working.
It's getting out of hand. The
Thought I would go away.
man and man.
They're right here.
Want no
I tell you, it's the brand. If you have a brand, code pink, you stand for women's issues, women's rights. There's nothing wrong with that. Nobody's opposed to that. Just because I was born a man doesn't mean I hate women. You know, if I showed up here in a dress and called myself a woman, you'd probably have some empathy. Now what does that tell you? That's your own prejudice. If you have a brand that stands for one thing, guess what? That's where it stands. That's where it's at. I don't have a brand. My name's Michael. What is yours? I have no problem shaking your hand, but I'm here to protest. I'm not here to make friends. I'm not here. I'm here to speak my disrupt. There you go. I'm here to disrupt what I consider to be corrupt.
That is all fine and good.
This is supposed to be the number one war activist. Number one.
Nothing but a right.
The
On
squeak.
this side, and I defend to the death your right.
And you're here to make me be quiet. That's why you're going to keep speaking in my ear.
No, I'm trying to find common ground.
Common ground. Good. How about this? Don't pay taxpayer dollars. Period. Because 60% of it goes to the war.
And what if I said yes?
It doesn't matter if you say yes. What does the woman say? That's the one who's running the show.
I'm actually
She's the star of the show. Okay, you're behind the scenes. She's the star.
I'm the guy that brought her into town.
Who's calling?
Right now, and trying to develop a bond with some sort of mutually agreed upon space. That's who I am. All right. And if you can look at
I'm not here to disrespect you.
If you can look at me as a
I'm not here to disrespect anybody.
then we got something to talk about.
I have a problem
Yeah, you
with innocent blood
as do
being
I.
shed.
As do I.
And I think that we have to be willing to sacrifice our lives
That's fine.
for this cause.
That's fine.
And who's willing to do that?
And she-
Who's willing to sacrifice their lives?
Damn.
Really? Is that why you're in my group? Is that why you're up in my face? Because you're trying to sacrifice your life?
No, we're in your face.
No.
We're actually.
We have to get serious. It's time to make noise. We don't have to say perfect things. We don't have to say all the right things. We don't have to be all intellect and all educated. All we have to do is listen to the Creator. He's the one that gives us the will.
Could you please do that?
It's time to make some noise. These are manufactured, these centers. They're aided from the federal government. How do you think they fly all over the world? You know, this woman said that her arm was broken by the Egyptians. Really? Your arm was broken? How is that? How is your arm broken? Did they just take you in and break your arm? If you wanted your arm again, they would have taken you out. You don't have to get in my face, man. I really don't appreciate that. I'm not violent. This man's in my face. He's the one yelling in my ear. I'm just out here speaking. Talking about my First Amendment right to freedom of expression. You said all you want, but I'm going to keep yelling in your face. That's okay, man. You can keep yelling. All they want to do is provoke you because they want you to look bad. They want you to look bad. They want you to look evil. I'm telling you, take your hand off my bullhorn, sir. Take your hand off my bullhorn.
I see the wicked man
You see
perpetrating
this? Come here, him. Come on, you can come up here. Please get this man, because he's in my face. He's getting aggressive. And if he tries to push me or tries to do anything, I want you to make sure you get it on the camera.
It's never gonna happen, bro.
I'm telling you right now.
Never gonna happen.
Media Benjamin.
I can't hear
Mass
you well.
Media Benjamin.
If you were just talking
Working
I
for the
can hear you
man.
better. I can hear you
No, I'm
better.
serious.
I can hear you better if
You know, if you get somebody with a little power in their voice, they might get some results. But if you get a little squeak, guess what's gonna happen?
Brother.
Nothing.
brother. We have given you your...
You know, they tried to,
A police officer can prevent you from using that
Really?
sidewalk. Yes.
I've heard that before.
I have
can
not.
find
Here
out.
comes the threat.
We can
Call the police. Let's call the police. That's all they can do. That's all they can come up with. Ignore them, ignore them, ignore them. Okay, call the police, call the police. Okay, shoot them in the head. Okay, you know, make sure they get upset. You know, take a picture of them real quick. They're looking mad.
He's advocating for shooting somebody in the head? Is that what he just said? What are you talking about shooting in the head for, bro? What are you talking about?
1, 2, 3. It's step 1 to work, step 2, and then step 3. Well, guess what? Right now, you're in step 1, provocation. Provoke, provoke, provoke. Get them to be quiet. Get them to think about something else. These are professionals, man. They're trained agents for the FBI. Federal Bureau of Investigations. They protect the dollar bill.
They don't
The
even...
central banksters.
They don't even...
That's what they're about.
Those
The
people
central
there don't even
banksters.
know me, but I want to hear them.
Well, then why are you in my face? If those people there don't know you, then why do you really care? Who do you work for? What's your name?
Right.
Yeah.
That's right, bro. People will talk to you if you would talk to
Well, I'm telling you, it's the brand.
We don't want to hear it.
I don't think it would work if I went over to the president's event and said, hey, you let me in or else I'll make a scene. Do you really buy that? Does anybody really buy that? I mean, is that like the bin rotting capture or what?
Acting the same way she did. Why don't you put together
They want you to get organizations. They want you to get connected. Get in the network. You know, pay the state.
together a
No,
meeting?
we do things on our own.
I'll go.
We get results.
I would go
We don't have snakes. We don't have rats. We don't have rodents.
put together a
We get
meeting.
things done.
Same way she did.
That's right.
I'll go.
Nobody's gonna use anything I say against me because I'm not gonna talk to anyone.
He would put together a
I'm just
meeting
gonna
the
come
same
out
way
here and
these
make
people have.
Put it down like
He
it
would
is.
come to it.
This is fraudulent.
We don't want to hear that.
I have nothing against anybody in here. I have nothing against women. I'm just trying to tell you, being fools. And to believe it. You're fighting for a tough cause. It's not tough.
Because somebody said they broke her arm.
This is a feminist organization. Brand is a feminist organization. It's not branded as an anti-war organization. That's my point. If you're supposed to be the numero uno, the anti-war advocate of the country, that's what you should do. Probably brand yourself as being so. See what the police are going to come out here and try to discourage.
What do you like about branding? What about just life, just people in life? What's a brand? Isn't that something
See,
like...
they get rich off of our expense.
Isn't that something like Bud?
They profit off of us, our labor,
What do you want brand? What's your brand?
our blood,
What's your brand?
and their blood. They don't really follow strict laws. Anything goes. They make the rules as they go along. The futurists,
What did you feel better speaking normally with people?
separated from the creator, from the maker. You know,
Our maker can hear us no matter what, with or without a voice.
Satan is the master of deception. He is born a liar, and born an adulterer and a murderer.
And he uses people with bullhorns sometimes.
What's your real name?
And you want to know what's on my thing?
What's your real name?
You want to know what's on
I don't want to know anything about you other than your real name. That's it.
What's real?
You want to get out here in my face? Why don't you tell me?
What is real? Do you want to know
Yeah.
what's on my birth certificate? Is that your question, sir?
So let's get it real, man. I bet you if I did a little bit of research, I found out this is an NGO, a non-government organization. It's privatization of the government to take accountability off of themselves. You see, the government is a public service. We're supposed to have access to public records. As long as you can privatize everything, you don't have to share any information with anyone. You don't have to tell anyone what your agendas are.
Are you hired by Raytheon? Are you hired by Raytheon?
You know, it doesn't mean people are 100% evil. It just means that people have been bought out. They've sold themselves out. Yeah. They want to rationalize their approach. Seems logical. Yet if you lived over there in that country and you had those missiles raining down on you and your family, nothing would be logical. It would all be insanity. It would all be apocalyptic. We have to be in other people's shoes. Try to see things from their side. We can't, because human nature tells us, just look around, whatever you see, that's reality. It's not. There's other worlds we have to be aware of, be cognizant, come to our senses. And it's going to take a real seriousness, you know, a fierceness. We can't respect results by preaching this peace and love, peace and love. We want love, we want peace, and we want it at the end of the day. We're willing to fight for it now. But if we say peace and love about everything, guess what? The military is going to get their way. And they just recently killed another American citizen with a machine, a robot. Of course, everybody said he deserved it. He killed officers. It doesn't matter. It set the precedent for using robots to kill humans.
Human what? Human what? What are you doing?
What are they using now? Chemicals? What's the dream? The DNA? What about the chip? Are they going to come with the microchip? Is she talking about the microchip? Or is this like something that doesn't really exist? This is real deal. It's psychological. They're prepping people to enter into this uncharted territory.
Who are you? What organization?
There is no organization. I'm here by myself. I represent the Creator, the Master, Yahweh.
Oh, Yahweh. Actually, see here on that.
On that?
Yeah, we all say
Yeah, I'm on that tip. That's right. I take commands from the Master himself.
so do I.
I don't come out here to meet friends and influence people. I just come here to express what I've been told, my commands. Yes. Nobody has to believe it. Doesn't matter. I put my life. I sacrifice myself. I'm not afraid to die like most people are. Because I've got to that point.
I'm afraid to die. What's that for?
Prove it? This man wants me to prove that I'm not afraid to die. What do you want me to do? Climb the tree and fall on my head? What kind of rugger are you? Yeah. These are snakes and snakes. That's alright. It's not over. It's just begun. This is a war. I'm at war. I'm not shooting anybody. I'm not dropping bombs. I got this. A bullhorn. This is my weapon. This is my sword with a capital S. The truth with a capital T.
What's that, the gospel?
And I'm telling you, this is a fraud with a capital F.
Then Yahweh teaches
A disgrace. You know, she said, come and join us in front of Ybor City. We're going to protest the Republicans. You know, we showed up. We saw her on the corner. As soon as we got there, she was gone. Gone. She was only out there for a minute. We were there on time. They got information. People are speaking into their ears, telling them what to do. You don't have to believe me. It's okay. You know, the truth will come to light. It will come to reveal itself. His Majesty will prove himself on the face of this earth in this time. They got jokes. They got smirks. They got smiles. They proud of something. I understand. Neo-paganism, right, brother?
Nope. I'm just a spiritual person.
Just spiritual. No sin?
I don't know what God you've
You know, we repent from sin. That's how the truth is expressed unto us.
yeah, I grew up in the
The real truth.
Yeah, I know like what he's some cult.
And this is all about
What cult?
being able to continue your life
What cult?
and pleasure.
Sounds like a
To be able to rationalize
Yeah, I
it
know.
all in your head and say, you know what I do? It's okay because other people around me are doing it too. That's not how the master works. That's why he said,
Yeah, bro.
many will be called and few are chosen.
Yeah, I can already tell you're
You know, they out here mocking me, speaking into my ear, trying to provoke me, man, just trying to get in my face a minute ago. It's okay.
Getting in your ear.
And you got this guy over here, he's talking about getting in my rear. there's nothing educated. Why don't people begin to start to think for themselves? I think if you begin to think for yourself, you'll come to the determination that it's time. It's not a joke business. This is for those that are real at heart, serious about what we do. We're not taking orders down the line from the Rothschilds, the various bankers. We know how the capital flows. We understand the agenda. Try to belittle us with the real intentions. That's okay. Just the beginning. You got a name? You. So what I'm trying to say is these organizations, they pop up a weak face. Yeah, they might have some truth, but so does Donald Trump. Doesn't he come with some truth too? What they want you to do is not stir up anything. Anger is the emotion that moves people the most. At least that's what the scientists have told us. Makes sense. You get angry, you get all the people around you angry. Then you see some change. Look what happened in Baltimore. Look at what happened in Milwaukee recently. That's what I call change. You get some results. Stop worshiping the creature. Stop worshiping your creator. If this book didn't mention the golden chain, that document that was uncovered in Bosnia in 2002 in the raid, it was signed by bin Laden himself, of his main donors and beneficiaries. Does it mention that golden chain? Or are we still talking about the 28 pages? See, they tell us what to think. They tell us how to feel. They want us to look at them and go, what are we supposed to worry about? What are the issues of the day? And they go, abortion, homosexuality, let's talk about that. No, let's talk about Donald Trump. No, let's talk about Hillary Clinton. No, let's talk about something real. People's lives, innocent ones, children, grandmothers. That's real. My Lord, He says, those that are not willing to lose their lives for my sake are not mine. They're not my followers, not my disciples. We have to be willing to lose our lives. Everything. Money, fame, even our blood. That's not violent. That's sacrifice. For a worthy cause. Did anyone say the price was violent? Yet he went into the temple and overturned the money changers table. And then he took whips that he made of cords. And he closed them out. Now, know what you think that is. You can think whatever you want. I say he is force. That's what it's going to take. It's going to take a type of force. We have to stand behind the line. We can't let them use any of our actions or words against us. But yet we have to come with a special kind of force. Let them know who we are. It's okay. It's just the beginning. Abiding by my First Amendment right to freedom of expression on a public sidewalk. Abiding by my First Amendment right to freedom of expression on a public sidewalk. I have nothing else to say. Am I under investigation, Mr.
Officer Lightfield.
Lightfield, Bradley Lightfield, and Misty Swanson. Well, I'm headed this way. Is there any reason you're obstructing?
No, we're not obstructing. We're just asking you. You can move on, okay?
Excuse me.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You'll be deleted.